Welcome back everyone, and thank you for joining me today. If you love coins, hidden history, and those unbelievable stories where a simple pocket change turns into a life-changing treasure, you're absolutely in the right place. Today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and talked about pennies in modern American coin collecting, a coin that most people have held, spent, or ignored without a second thought. We're talking about the 1985 1-cent USA coin, a penny with a face value of just 1 cent, yet rumored and documented in rare cases to be worth as much as $564 million due to extraordinary errors, mistakes, mint mark anomalies, and rare production possibilities. Stick around, because what seems ordinary at first glance may completely change the way you look at every penny you come across from now on. At first glance, the 1985 1-cent coin looks like any other Lincoln Memorial penny. It features Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design that Americans have been familiar with for decades, and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, representing history, unity, and national pride. Millions upon millions of these pennies were produced and released into circulation, used daily for small purchases, dropped into jars, left behind in couches, and often overlooked as nearly worthless. Yet within that massive production run lies a tiny fraction of coins that escape the mint with astonishing flaws, unusual characteristics, and rare combinations of mistakes that transformed them from ordinary cents into legendary collectibles. The year 1985 was a busy one for the United States Mint. The country was deep into the copper-plated zinc era of penny production, which began in 1982. Instead of being made mostly of copper like older pennies, the 1985 1-cent coin consists of a zinc core coated with a thin layer of copper. This change alone opened the door to a wide variety of errors that simply didn't exist in earlier solid copper coins. The minting process involved multiple steps, multiple machines, and massive quantities of blanks, and when things went wrong, they sometimes went very wrong. One of the most significant factors behind the incredible value of certain 1985 pennies is the presence of extreme minting errors. These are not the small off-center strikes or minor doubling that collectors sometimes see. We're talking about dramatic, unmistakable, and historically rare errors that challenge what was thought possible in modern coin production. Some of these errors occurred during the striking process, others during planchet preparation, and some during die creation itself. One of the most famous and valuable errors associated with the 1985 1-cent coin involves double die obverse errors. A double die occurs when the die used to strike the coin receives a misaligned impression during its creation. This results in doubled images on the final coin, often visible in the date, lettering, or Lincoln's profile. While minor doubling is common and usually worth little, an extreme double die with clear separation, strong doubling, and full design visibility can elevate a penny into the upper tier of collectible errors. In the rarest cases, the doubling is so dramatic that it appears almost like two coins merged into one, and these examples are among the most sought after by collectors worldwide. Another astonishing error that has been reported on some 1985 pennies is the wrong planchet error. This occurs when a coin is struck on a blank intended for a different denomination, or even a different metal composition. In extremely rare cases, a 1985 1-cent coin may have been struck on a planchet meant for a foreign coin, an experimental alloy, or a transitional metal batch that was never supposed to be released. These coins often have unusual weights, colors, and sounds when dropped, making them stand out immediately to trained eyes. When authenticated, such errors can command astronomical prices due to their rarity and the mystery surrounding how they escape mint controls. Off-metal errors are especially fascinating because they represent a breakdown in one of the most carefully monitored aspects of coin production. The idea that a penny could be struck on the wrong metal and still make it into circulation adds an element of intrigue that collectors love. In some legendary cases, these off-metal 1985 pennies have unique metallurgical compositions that suggest experimental testing or accidental mixing during production, making them truly one-of-a-kind. Mint mark errors also play a crucial role in the extraordinary valuation of certain 1985 pennies. In 1985, pennies were produced at multiple mint facilities, including Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia coins typically lack a mint mark, while Denver coins carry a small d beneath the date. Errors involving mint marks can range from missing mint marks to misplaced or even doubled mint marks. While missing mint marks from Philadelphia are normal, a missing mint mark on a coin that should have one, or an oddly positioned or doubled mint mark, can signal a rare and valuable anomaly. Some collectors have reported 1985 pennies with mint marks that appear punched over another mint mark, a phenomenon known as a repunched mint mark. While repunched mint marks are more commonly associated with older coins, their appearance on modern pennies is exceptionally rare and can dramatically increase value. In extreme cases, a mint mark may appear in an entirely unexpected location, suggesting a severe die preparation error. One of the most talked about possibilities behind the staggering $564 million valuation involves unique combinations of multiple errors on a single coin. While a single error can make a penny valuable, a coin that displays 2, 3, or even more major errors simultaneously enters a completely different realm of rarity. Imagine a 1985 penny with a dramatic double die obverse, struck on the wrong planchet, with an off-center strike and a mint mark anomaly all present at once. The odds of such a coin existing are incredibly small, and that's exactly what makes it priceless to elite collectors. Die errors also play a significant role in the story of the 1985 1-cent coin. Cracked dies, shattered dies, and die breaks can result in raised lines, blobs, or missing design elements on the finished coin. While minor die cracks are common and usually worth little, massive die breaks that dramatically alter the appearance of the coin are another story entirely. Some 1985 pennies show large, raised areas where the die broke apart during striking, creating unique shapes and textures that cannot be replicated. Another rare but highly valuable error type involves brockage errors. A brockage occurs when a previously struck coin becomes stuck to the die and impresses its design onto the next coin. This results in a mirror image impression on one side of the coin, often with distorted or flattened features. Brockage errors from the modern era are exceptionally rare due to improved minting technology, making any verified 1985 penny with this error an instant standout. Clipped planchet errors are also part of the fascinating landscape of 1985 penny anomalies. These occur when the metal strip used to create blanks is improperly fed into the cutting machine, resulting in coins with missing sections. While small clips are relatively common, large or multiple clips on a single coin are far rarer. When combined with other errors, clipped planchets can significantly enhance a coin's value. Weight anomalies are another clue that a 1985 penny may be something special. Standard 1985 pennies have a known weight range, and deviations from this range can indicate off-metal errors, incomplete plating, or internal voids. Some rare examples have been found to weigh significantly more or less than expected, raising questions about their composition and origin. Coins with extreme weight differences often require professional authentication, but once verified, they can become centerpieces of major collections. The plating process used for copper-plated zinc pennies introduced a whole new category of errors. In some cases, the copper plating may be missing entirely, partially missing, or unevenly applied. A penny without its copper coating appears silvery and can easily be mistaken for another denomination. While minor plating flaws are fairly common, dramatic and complete plating errors are much rarer and can substantially increase a coin's value, especially when the underlying zinc core is well preserved. Some of the most mysterious and valuable 1985 pennies are those believed to be experimental or transitional errors. These coins may have been struck during testing phases or using materials that were never intended for circulation. The lack of official documentation surrounding such pieces adds to their allure, as collectors and researchers debate their origins and authenticity. When a coin cannot be easily explained by known minting processes, its value often skyrockets. Condition also plays a critical role in determining the value of any rare coin, including the 1985 1-cent coins that have survived in near-perfect or uncirculated condition preserve the full impact of their errors, making them far more desirable. A dramatic error on a heavily worn coin may still be valuable, but the same error on a pristine example can multiply the price many times over. Professional